Okay, so we got some breaking news in the last hour. Canelo Crawford. Right, I had no doubts that this fight, well, it's been sealed, signed and sealed already. So I had no doubts there was never going to be an issue with this fight, but we were kind of up in the air because none of us really knew what was happening with the promotion, who was going to be promoter, what network it was going to be on, etc., etc., etc. It was a little bit all up in the air because originally it was Dana White, it was going to be on Netflix, it was going to kick off this TKO, Ring Magazine, everything. It was going to kick off this whole new era in boxing, and everything was going to be all good, all sunshine and dandy. Then it was announced by Turki that, it could be a different promoter doing it. It's going to be Sella, who is obviously the Saudis. And then it's going to be, well, who else? Is it going to be Dana? Is it going to be, who is it going to be? And what network is it going to be on? Because that was another issue that cropped up. So you're kind of looking at this and you're like, what the hell is going on? What is actually happening here? Well, today it's been announced. And actually, mind you, not only was it the network, but they were talking about locations as well, because it was meant to be, I can't remember the name of the stadium. WrestleMania happened this year in it. And they were meant to do it in that stadium. Well, they don't actually have a location here, but they were talking about Saudi, they were talking about New York, etc. Well, it will take place on September the 13th. I believe that's a Saturday. Yes, I believe it is a Saturday. It's going to be for Undisputed, of course. It's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, but they haven't specified whereabouts. But Las Vegas is great in general, so no issue there. It will be on Netflix. And yes, Turki, Al-Sheikh and Dana, hell has now since frozen over. It will be streamed live on Netflix in partnership with Riyadh Season. And yes, Dana White will be involved. Dana White, in his infinite wisdom, he said the following: Turki Al-Sheikh wanted to make the biggest fight that the fans want to see in boxing, and this is right up my alley. Okay, well, paying fighters isn't right up your alley either, though, is it? But, oh, I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? That the first boxing fight I'm going to get to promote is Canelo versus Crawford. Well, you do UFC Fight Pass, and you do promote the boxing on there, so that's not technically true. Is literally a once-in-a-lifetime fight. Okay, well, plenty of fighters have gone from 147 up to 168, Sugar Ray Leonard amongst others. But all right, I'm finding howlers here, left, right, and centre, Dana White. Live on Saturday, September 13th, streaming globally on Netflix. Two of the greatest boxers in the sport will meet in a historic fight from Las Vegas. Those are the words of promoter, we will say, Dana White. This is from Terence Crawford. The time has come at Canelo. You're in my way and I'm not leaving Las Vegas without that win. See you September 13th at the Riyadh Season card in Las Vegas, streamed live on Netflix. The numbers that's going to do on Netflix are going to be astronomical. It's not a Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao. It's not quite that type of a fight, no. It's probably not even a Mayweather McGregor. No, it's not. But it is a monumentally big fight. Between two big names, Canelo being the biggest name in boxing, and Crawford is a name as well, but make no mistake about that. And for them to do this on Netflix, which stream at high quality, it is a subscription based, but it will not be pay-per-view, I would imagine. Certainly no mention of it being on pay-per-view. At the end of the day, whether you like it or not, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, look, whether we like to admit it or not, and you gotta face the facts. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul's probably did do better numbers than this fight will do. That's just the way it is. That wasn't on pay-per-view. They're likely not going to put this on pay-per-view. All right, so we're looking at a historically big fight between two of the biggest names in the sport, two of the best fighters in the sport over the last decade, and it's going to be on standard Netflix, which is quite remarkable, really. The undercard will be electric. I would imagine they will be pulling out all the stops for that. And I think at the end of the day, Canelo against William Skull, it was get the job done, get the win, and that's the end of that. As horrible a fight as it was, we won't go into that. That was really the whole purpose of the fight. Just to go in, William Skull get paid, Canelo take no damage whatsoever, and then get this fight made. As for Terence Crawford, he'll be out of the ring a year. He's only been holding on for this fight. He's pretty much admitted that he's not going to stick around in boxing for anything other than Canelo Alvarez. Now he has Canelo Alvarez, and I personally think that he is going to give... Crawford against Spence had it all. That was a brilliant Terence Crawford. Against Madrimov, it was different. It wasn't vintage Crawford, to say the least, but Madrimov's a very, very good fighter. Very, very good fighter. So for me, it was a case of, is that Crawford on the slide meeting a very good fighter? Crawford's going to have to pull out all the stops. I think the weight difference is too big. I think the fact that against Israel Madrimov he cut down to 154 and on fight night he was 168 pounds. So essentially he'll be standing on the scales at the same weight he would be on fight night. Canelo is not the biggest 168 pounder in the world. He's not small. Well, he is in terms of size, height, but in terms of stature, he's not small. But he's not the biggest either. You know, Plant, Benavidez, Callum Simpson are probably bigger natural size than Canelo Alvarez. But he'll still be the bigger man in terms of in the ring on fight night. And look, I look forward to this fight. I do. I make Canelo favourite. Although saying that, he hasn't looked good in his last couple of fights. He hasn't looked good for a while, Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford has always looked good, but he is getting up there in age. He's pushing 40 now. And at this stage, for a light heavyweight, you could see a decline like that at this age. For a welterweight, really a welterweight, a guy started his career at 135 pounds, we're going to probably see some slippage. So what does Crawford have left? I don't know. That's the question. I don't know what he has left, but it's going to be interesting to wait and find out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It is official. We are good to go. Dana White and Turki, Al Sheikh. Was there ever an issue? I doubt it very much, but let's wait and see. We shall soon find out. September is still a long way away. Still a long way away. A lot can happen between now and then, but I will leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. I've got a plane to catch, so please hit subscribe. Make this plane journey a little bit nicer. Peace.